painters, welcome or welcome back. Oh my god, there's a drill off. Never mind. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February finishes now that we have gloriously entered the month of March. I already can't believe what date we're on in March, to be quite fucking frank. Like, how is over a week gone already? But anyway, so these are my completions for the 28 days of February. Yeah, a little bit of a mix. I am still on my DAC run. So let's talk through all these. So the most recent finish was this little cutie. So it's called For Better Days, and she's let me see the size, 17-inch by 22. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessie, am I boring you? As usual, I do have the dogs. So yes, I wanted to do this one because I needed a little bit of color blocking after this. Never mind. And I really like the pastels. I had it and I was like, you know what? It's a smaller kit, so maybe it'll be a nice change. This was actually quite a bit of confetti. There's a lot of different pinks, purples, and blues in this section. Again, I really enjoyed this one, mainly because I love pastels and the opportunity to, especially up here, color block. There is, oh no, I just flipped one off. Oh dear. Jess, can you calm down? Rabid. So yeah, I do have a couple of pop-off issues, which I was going to discuss anyway. So, as much as I've been doing the DAC runs, there have been a little bit of times where I've had to go slower to kind of replace or push back, because we all know the glue's been sliding at the minute. So to kind of push all of it back into place. As a hard presser, it's really frustrating. Like, obviously, if you push down, then off you go, or one goes, and then you knock an entire other row, and it just ends up being a mess. Today's drink of choice is Iron Brew. I just went shopping, food shopping, and oh my, I go early doors because I hate people. I hate being around people, so I've got my headphones on, and I'm just get my shit and leave. But so good. Me and my husband, Jesse's on a rabid streak. We drink our drinks completely differently. He loves it when a drink goes flat, and I get sick if I drink a drink that goes flat. I have to have it ultimate crisp, and when it hits me and it hurts my throat, don't even ask. So we're both on the spectrum. That should clear that up a little bit. So yeah, this one was this a 9-day? I've been counting how many days it took me to finish, or was this a week? I would look at my phone, but it's up there. I think this was around a week. I honestly can't remember. I love you, but is now the time to squeeze the duck? Okay, she's gone to now biting Charlie's face. So yeah, again, I love this one, and I've been trying to really go down my stash and kind of look at it right, let's do ones that I need to. You are making me sound like a bad parent, darling. If you keep crying. Lord. So I really did like doing this, and it's nice to kind of see my stash go down a little bit and kind of tidy itself up. Now, this was my middle of February painting. As you can see, both of these are already hung up. I've taken them off the walls. That was a big yarn to show you. Now this is Ocean Witch, and this came into stock actually just over a year ago, and I missed it on the general release because I had a nap and my alarm didn't go off. And then hello, what? And then I ended. Oh, okay, hello. Yes, baby. What? Why have you got hair stuck in your chin? Oh, I'm looking out. So Jessie also had a spare last week, but she's feeling a lot better. How you doing? Good girl. Good girl. Love you. Love you. Thank you. So now Charlie's up. Yeah. So yeah, so this one I ended up getting on, I think it's only had like 1 or 2 restocks since. So this one was a 12-day finish. Now I pushed like a mother to get this one done. Simply because I knew it was so confetti heavy that if I stopped, it was going to be like highly unlikely that I would like carry on, because everywhere is confetti. There's no part of it that like the skin, the hair, like you've got so many different browns to create the depth with the orange, and then obviously you've got I don't know how many different greens, and then blues in there. I will hold her up now. Oh, I can't. How like? Oh, she just shines, and I just Jessie now singing to us. Can you find a non-squeaky toy, like a ball? Apparently that was a no. So yeah, so this one, Ocean Queen, again, it's another DAC. It is a Peggy Collins. And she's up on the wall in the dining room at the minute. It's kind of heavy holding that up. Also, I do get, because I did get asked this quite a bit about the frames, I get various sizes and colors off of Amazon. There's a hair on here that's stressing me out. So I get them off Amazon and I kind of gauge the size. I like a little bit of overhang on the frames. It doesn't bother me as long as it doesn't bow. And then this one, they're not the cheapest, but I find that they're the nicest way to kind of showcase them. And what I do is I trim off the sides completely. Then I measure. So I'll hold the bottom of the frame up. So like along the bottom. I'll cut down either side of the bottom of the frame. Then I'll actually no, I won't. Then I fold this over, cut the same at the top so it matches. Then I also staple it down. So I'll show you on this one. So it's if you search on Amazon for a magnetic poster hanger, the loads will come up and you can choose from there. Then I staple it. I got a little mini staple gun. Staple it on, because otherwise then at least you know it's secure. And then you just pop it back like that. And that's how I do them. This one's literally the exact same. I'm not taking it off though because I need this. Now where am I going to put this gal? Let me see. Oh, she's heavy. Now, like I said, she's going in the dining room. That was a 12-day finish, and then the other one was about a week. Now this little cutie, oh my god, it fell. Now this one was super popular, because it didn't drop too long ago. I keep forgetting that. And I did it as soon as I got it, because I was like, you know what? Everyone's kind of talking about it. I don't have long arms. No, that's all I've got in me. Okay, so this one is Moon, obviously by my favorite person ever, Roy Tran. She's currently hanging up in our spare room that I use when my mum stays over, next to Aria, which was Dreamer Designs, but it's the same kind of vibe. She's so pretty. I love, now a lot of people have found this, I'm gonna pop her down, at the minute when they've got, what's the new one that just came out, like Summer Mermaid, Mermaid Fairy maybe? Why are you sat on his head? That poor guide dog gets abused. She'll literally just sit, plonk her ass on his head and like think nothing of it. Get up, hey, get off his collar. You do not pull that off. So the parts on this one that people are now finding with, and like I said, this one's the exact same, that this edge here is so heavy confetti that I don't know if I can pull it up. I'm kind of sure, but you have so many different kind of colors coming out in this one that when I got it, I was like, why is the 80, I think there was 80 something colors, and there was like 5. You're okay, darling. You're acting like you're not okay. Doug just went out to work too, and she hates it when her dad leaves. So there's a lot of colors down here. Again, in the pinks, you've got a couple of different pinks going into like 3 different purples and so on. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people now on Mermaid Fairy being like, what the fuck is this confetti? Like, kind of not realizing. When I got to this corner, this is why I almost gave up, because I don't know if y'all can see. This corner is so heavy, like confetti wise, and just like browns, black, oranges, and you just do like 1 or 2, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, oh, like I loved it. Don't get me wrong, and it looks amazing. I was immediately drawn to the actual blend of the whites when I did this one, and that was kind of. Oh yeah, and I know I look Raggedy Ann. Like I said, I went shopping, and I get really warm when I go shopping, but whatever. Whew. So yeah, this one I loved. This was a 9-day finish, even with the confetti. February wore me out. I'm not gonna lie. I do it to myself. So a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, like we don't care about like how many days, like ooh, like whatever." And I'm like, I do it because for me, that's the enjoyment I get. Like, so I know everyone's like, "Oh, it's the finish." And I'm like, no, for me, it's pushing myself, because my tism likes me to set a goal, and like a routine and a goal. So if I kind of, and I push myself, and then once I push and I get there, it's a massive like, whew, and like a nice relief, and like that's where I get happy. Not everybody else will. I'm not saying you have to, but whatever. So yeah, this is thing, and in the background you should be able to see that side maybe. I just finished Dark Lilith as of last night. So that's my first finish. Yeah, first finish of March. She was an 8-day finish because I got sick. But hey, I'll take an 8-day. I really don't mind. I was aiming for a week because she's a little bit smaller. But the amount of confetti on that Lilith, again, I wanted to cry. So now I kind of want to do a color blocking. Can I probably find one in my stash that's like that? No, because all I seem to pick is flipping this. Also, I have a video idea that I want to do. Again, I don't know if many people have done it, but I'm pissed off with people on TikTok. Shocker. Because all I keep seeing is like they'll shit on DAC because of the price, right? And then they'll start telling everyone that all the Amazon, the Shein, the Temu shit is the same quality. And it's annoying me. I'm not. Oh, that snuck up on me. Hiccup. I'm not a DAC snob by any means, because I was doing my stash yesterday and I was happy to move it across the garage. And I have Dreamers. I've got like Muty Maid, Fallon, Ever After, Bella Art Nicole. We won't talk about them. If you want to hear my story about them, then let me know. I've got Rhinestone, something or other. I've got, oh my god, I've got so many more. Diamond Delights. And I've got some that a lot of those I've done from those stores. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do a freaking comparison, because I've got Amazon ones that I did when I first started, and I'm gonna compare them all, like one from every brand that I've done. Some of them obviously I've not got around to, and compare them all, because if y'all are blind if you think the Amazon quality and the DAC or Dreamers or whatever are the same. Darling, what the hell's the matter? I know you're bored, honey, but I want to get this done. Yeah, baby. Hello. Oh, you're the cutest little doggo. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Hello. Oh, Christ. I've got a doggy avalanche. That sounds dodgy. Hello, baby. What? Both y'all nuggets. Huh? Should we get another puppy? Should we get another puppy? Oh, you'd have to lick me, darling. I love you too. I know. Go play with your sister. That thing. Go on. Go on while I finish this. I know I won't be long. So yeah. So, and I'm not hating on anyone. Like, I get not everybody can afford the price point, but don't go lying that it's the same quality, because it ain't. And I got into not into a TikTok thing. I commented on a TikTok thing because there's some bird that was trying to like legit just get clout on whatever she posted about. Because I looked at her page and she was posting about any random shit that she could get comments on. And one was like, oh, like, I'm not going to gatekeep, like, all the, you don't have to do this, you don't have to buy, like, all of, like, the stuff that they tell you to. And then I commented, I was like, sigh, like, do I force people to buy pens that match? No. Do I want to do it? Sure. But I don't force that on other people. You all have your own freaking mind and whatever. So, and I'm kind of annoyed with people who do that to kind of like garner. And there was so many people that were like, oh, I just stick with my like Amazon pens and like the pens that come with a kit. It's like, you do you, but I'm not going to do that. Which is, I mean, it would be cheaper for me if I did, because we don't want to talk about how much money my pen stash has been. I just spent another $485 to get 11 pens turned at Donna's. I am trying so hard to fight the urge to just bin the ones that she's got of mine, because if I now get also gems and like charms attached to that, that's an add-on. So I have to pay more than like an extra to the 485, and it makes my eyes water because the amount of times I've done that and the amount of them I've got. So yeah, I understand that people like we overconsume like a mad one. I don't buy any more trays. I don't buy any more, but then I'm not explaining to other people. I have grown money, and it is my own, and I can kind of fucking do with it what I want. I'm living. Is essentially how I'm going about it. Y'all do the same, you know? There we go. My little TED talk for the week. I mean, it's not, but you know what I mean. So, not to be a negative Nancy, because I can. Try not to be, but I can. I'm also trying to get back into reading. I redid my Kindle this morning, actually, because I was up from 5 because I apparently don't know how to sleep. I've been avoiding ACOTAR and all that for quite a while, until I decided to buy all of the series that I've never read, and then Fourth Wing and whatever, because I do like that kind of book, but as soon as it's massively overhyped, I run the other way. I don't, yeah. Anyway, so I started reading rereading one of my favorite kind of series of all time. So the first book is Relentless by Karen Lynch, and I remembered the plot of the kind of series before, and I was like, I could not remember the name, so I went through my entire Kindle history. Get off them Cheerios. Went through my entire Kindle history to see where it was, and I found it. I got the books, so I could never have that panic again, and I reread them in like 2 days. There's like 6 books, the other one's over there. And I was just like, I remember them now. Like, it was such a good feeling. But yeah, I'm trying to juggle painting, gaming, and reading at the minute. That's the kind of vibe. March is going to be more painting, I think. I am having slight hand trouble at the minute because I've been pushing way too hard. So yeah, I have to pick out my new painting that I'm going to do, which I might take you along to do a stash, but like I said, I also want to do the video for comparing from each brand, if I can find a painting in my folders from each store. If that's something you want to see, let me know, because some people are like, we don't really care, or whatever. Like, like I said, I always roll by the seat of my pants, on my leggings. It feels weird saying pants, because that's knickers for me, not trousers. Trousers are trousers. Pants are underwear. Anyway, so yeah, so they're my kind of eyes at the minute. My stash is slimming down. Yeah. I never know what to say at the end of these things, because it always just peters off. Not that anybody gets this far. So anyway, I will see you in the next one. I may go video my stash. Not this one. My stash. but still crispy. All right, I'm gonna go look after these needy things. Yes. Okay. Bye, guys.